Okay, I think I should be live. How's everybody doing? Oops. There we go. Good to be back. Happy New Year. I can't remember if I've done a stream since the New Year. I don't think so, though. Actually, I kind of like how it looks with this in the background. There we go. Okay. Ready to get some Dune Imperium gameplay going. I also have some things I would like to discuss as well before we get the gameplay going, and while we wait for people to filter in. But yeah, Happy New Year to all. I didn't end up doing anything for New Year's. I just kind of laid around, ended up watching the New Year's stuff from my bed, which is pretty sick. But yeah, how's everybody doing? Black Shadow, what's up? Also, thank you, Paul, for becoming a member. We actually have met the member goal now. We're at 6 out of 5, so we're going to be playing an Ilesa Ecaz game. So that should be interesting. Yo, let's go. The last game. Oh my god. Oh, I know. You can probably tell by the amount of times I brought up the fact that I shouldn't have put troops in at that one point, but oh my gosh, I was beating myself up mentally so bad. I did not tilt. I really had to try. Told you to wear a heart monitor for the matches. I know. It was such a good start too. I think we ended up getting hurt a little bit by the fact that there weren't a lot of well, everyone pretty much was a what's it called, influence-based leader, so I wasn't able to get a bunch of alliances and take it down quickly, but it still worked out. I should have joined, might actually win a recorded game somewhere. Oh yeah, nice. You definitely should. You get some nice combat strategies going, that Paul stuff. Mic is a little low. Oh, yeah, I can turn that up. Oh, actually, it's maxed out. Is it still low? No? I was messing with the settings a little bit, so if it's messed up, let me know. Oh, you're stuck in the game. Yeah, no problem. I actually wanted to discuss some stuff before we got started as well. Mainly, let me see. Unless you can stall for 30 minutes. Probably not that long. If this sound isn't working, let me see if I can fix it real quick. I got a new mic, as you can see. I think I've shown this mic before, though. Day 2 of asking Orski not to start the stream at 1 a.m. local time. Yeah, you're going to be asking for a while. Unless it's a weekend stream where I can get started earlier in the day, because my job does not allow me to do that, unfortunately. Okay, so I just changed the audio setting. Maybe this will work a little bit better. But something that I think is important to do, and I can switch this up a little bit, especially now that we've started a new year, is to discuss maybe some goals of the channel. Because new year, there are definitely a lot of ways we can bring the channel and everything, and I've been getting a lot of good feedback in the Discord and stuff like that, so I think it's worthwhile to go through it. Let's see here. Hi, what is your opinion about Paul and Immortality? I think Paul is the Mario. If you're familiar with Super Smash Brothers, he's like the very standard. He's not bad, but he's not great either. You know, you can always play a pretty balanced strategy. You can go into anything with him, but he doesn't do anything extraordinarily well. So he's always been one of those middle tier characters that can do really good things if you get a good start with him. Yes, we can stream with like 3 to 4 games. Yes, yeah. I don't think I've ever played a stream longer than 1 game just because of the work schedule and everything. But he's same as Ix. You have to take the risk. Yep, exactly. So I think now I'll talk about my goals for this year with the channel. I think it's important to kind of set out like what I'm aiming to do this year, maybe give some milestones, and we can revisit this at the end of the year, see how we did, see if we actually accomplished some of these things, see if we just ended up messing everything up. But I think it's a good exercise, and definitely trying to go through the year with goals makes the direction of the channel a little bit easier for me anyway. So my first goal is going to be to cover new board games on the channel. I love Dune Imperium. I'm going to be playing a ton of it still, but I'm preparing for the World Series of Board Gaming, and that means I have to get a lot of other games going. So I'm going to start probably streaming new games as well. Once I drop the Ark Nova World Series of Board Gaming video, which I've been taking a million years of editing to do, I'll probably start streaming it after that. But that's one of my goals. That should be pretty easy to achieve, honestly. I'd have to go out of my way not to do it. But it is always scary kind of switching things up. So we'll see how it goes, but I think it should be good. Goal number 1, win $25,000. Yeah. Obviously, the goal is to win the World Series of Board Gaming, but I'm not gonna. This is more like channel-specific goals. So while my goal is definitely to win that thing, and obviously make a good YouTube video about the trip and all that, it'll be sad if I have to revisit this and be like, "Yep, we lost. Yep, we got last place." Next goal is collaborate with other YouTubers. I think this is something I haven't really done much outside of the Dune Imperium community. Obviously, Hidden Ashes, Black Shadow. We've done a lot of collaboration and stuff, but I do want to try and branch out a little bit, maybe try to collaborate with some other people. So I'll be reaching out to people, see if we can get something going. I have a couple of ideas, things that I think could be fun, but that's definitely one of the goals for the year. Next up is, this is going to be a more, this shouldn't be too bad, but it's going to be to upload 6 high-quality YouTube shorts. I have no experience with short stuff, but apparently, like, everything I've been seeing is people saying how important it is to get into YouTube shorts for channel growth. I don't really watch TikTok at all. I don't watch YouTube shorts at all, so I have no idea how this kind of content works. I've always been a long-form video kind of guy, but I'm going to dip my hat in there, see how it goes. Subscriber goals, money raised. Yeah, so that's coming. The next goal is going to be to hit 5,000 subscribers. Pretty lofty goal, especially considering we're at like 1.3 thousand right now. But usually with this kind of stuff, if I'm doing it the right way, it should be sloping up. So it shouldn't be a linear rise. So I would hope to get more increase. And it's going to depend on the type of content I put out, obviously. But the goal is going to be to hit 5,000 subscribers. I think it is a lofty goal, but I'll be putting in the work to get it done. And I think, luckily, step 3, uploading the YouTube Shorts will help with that. I think that helps a lot with subscribers and stuff. So I had to remember what a short was even for a second. Yeah, it's it's like the thing YouTube's pushing out so they can compete with TikTok. And apparently they've been putting a lot of money and exposure into it. So I think I'd be kind of a fool not to get involved with it. We'll go with 6. I don't know how long it's going to take me to figure out how to make these things or how much effort it's going to take. If it's easy and I get a lot of success with it, I'll probably do more, but the goal is 6. New board games will help to diversify the crowd as well. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. I'll, of course, still be playing Dune Imperium because I love the game so much, but I think bringing more people into the modern board gaming kind of hobby would be a lot of fun. And the best way to do that is to make content that can apply to more people. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. And then the last goal is to get to 30 channel members. I did recently decrease the price of membership to $3. I think that was a very good piece of feedback I've received in the Discord, especially because while I am like making videos specifically for members to watch, usually they end up just being Dune Imperium playthroughs, extra ones in case people want to watch more. $5 was a little too expensive for that. And I can't actually get rid of the $5 thing without getting rid of all the members. So that price is still there if you have extra money you want to burn. But yeah, those are the goals. We'll see if we can actually get there. We're actually at 6 members now, so we will be playing an Ilesa Ecaz game. So I feel like 24 members over a year shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, we will revisit these goals at the end of the year, see how we did. But I think it's important to kind of plan out what you're trying to accomplish. So I think that's what we'll go with. And with that said, I think it's time to fire up some good old-fashioned gameplay. And this will be the Ilesa Ecaz game, of course. I guess I should put this up as well. If you do want to join the game, if you hop into the stream waiting room, you'll be able to hop in that way. And then, obviously, if we don't have enough, I can just hop into the, what's it called? TTS Club Discord and see if I can find some people that way as well. But yeah, how's everybody doing? It's a new year. Hope it's getting off to a good start for everybody. Hope everyone's able to keep up with whatever goals they set or resolutions or whatever. I have other resolutions as well. I'm not going to obviously put those up there. Losing weight is one of them, though, so I'm trying to eat a little bit better. And that's why. Counting calories now, which is a giant pain. But, see how it goes. Shadow's goals. 1, don't lose mind with Golden Path International. Yep, that's a good goal to have. I think it's probably very easy to do that. Work was just waiting in the shadows. Yep. I'll allow someone else to lose to Orski this week. Yep, sounds good. And I can always just make a post on TTS Club as well. Give it a couple minutes. I think Ilesa Ecaz is actually much better in Immortality. There are a lot of good cards that synergize well with what she has to offer. This is Ilesa Ecaz, by the way. So as you can see, one step ahead is going to require a lot of planning because you have to decide the card that you want to play as your second card at the beginning of every round. So it requires a lot more upfront thinking. And I always forget to do this rule, which is so annoying to me. And B, I find that I pick the wrong card a lot of the time. Like I get confused as the actual mechanics of it. So I'm going to work my way through it the best I can. And if I mess it up, just let me know. I'll try not to. It's all about grafting for her, I reckon. Yeah. Yeah, and there's one card in particular that's just insane with her, which would be nice to get off. Where is it? It's, oh yeah, Beguiling Pheromones. Obviously, this card's great. It's basically a power play, and you can just keep spamming out, and you can keep playing it with full space, so you can keep getting the double bumps. Obviously, the downside is you have to trash the card you grafted with, but if you're crafting it with a full space, you don't care about trashing that anyway, so... That's an insanely powerful card. There's a lot of other good grafting synergies as well, but that's one of the more insane ones. But, yeah, okay. We'll get it started. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, nice. Arthur's in. Yeah, Arthur, I'm just going to make a post on TTS Club and see if we can get people that way. Let's see. Arthur, if you could just hit the meeple for this thing so people don't think there's an extra spot. There we go. Obviously, you want to use a flexible card like Full Space as their second card each round, pays for itself. Yep, absolutely. I think that's kind of the intended internal synergy they went for with this card, is just trying to like, oh, we'll give you a bunch of full spaces so that it's much easier to get off that second step, because full space you can go to literally any spot, and it gets you a little Solari along the way. Let's see here. Okay, Arthur, if you want to join the TTS Club voice chat, should work fine. I don't know if you have access to it or not.
Yo.
Hello. Game's up. It's Orski and the password's TTS Club, I believe. Obviously, let's see here. No date on your last tourney game, I take it. No, not yet. I saw the message about wanting to be extra sure that they don't possibly have to go to the Giants playoffs games or watch the end of the Giants playoff games. So I don't know where that left it. It might be more of an up in the air kind of thing. I don't know. But no confirmed plan right now. And I'll just set up the cameras while we wait for everybody to get in here. Man, this is going to be an interesting game. But it's worth showing off Ilesa Ecaz. She's an interesting character. But the bandwidth I have for commentating and also keeping things like kind of interesting and thinking about my game plan will be stretched to the max with her
Sorry, what
planning
was
ahead.
the room called again?
I believe it was called Orski, ORSKI.
For sure.
Do
And
you
there's
see it?
TTS Club.
It might not be. If it's not working, I can just reset it as well.
Now we're What's the password? It's not
Oh,
just, it's
password's
not TTS
actually just
Club?
Orski again. Sorry, that's my bad.
No, it's chill.
Usually I do make a TTS club. I forget. From looks, it was just in case. Want to try and cover as many final group games as possible. Yeah, I mean, it would be great to do it that day too. I have off for Martin Luther King Day on Monday, so I wouldn't have to worry about going to sleep super early afterwards. And great, looks like we got everybody in here. Something I messed up with the last game in the tournament series as well is I had it too far over and I ended up covering up all my textiles and everything. I got so many comments like, how was he able to afford the Spiceman slow? Which, you know, is a fair point if you can't see it. Let's see here. That should be good. I'm still new to Dune. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, no problem. Okay. So we'll shuffle up the position. Oh, wait, I forgot to sit down. I mean, the shuffle's still fine. No hidden picks this time. Just because we want to play Ilesa Ecaz this game. So let's just set it up. And we'll see where I go. Okay. Looks like we're going second. We've been getting pretty good luck with our placements in these games. We always get to go first or second. Oh, let me remember to get rid of join as well. That's something I always forget to do. But, yeah, we'll see what we're able to get here. Yeah. We'll see. Hopefully no one picks Ilesa. If not, I can always just get it on another stream. It's fine. I'm not going to force it too much. Let's take a look at the opening Imperium row here. We have Guild Chief Administrator, pretty solid card. Revealing for a shipping is always very nice, and it's able to call out your thin out your deck as well with that trashing. For Humanity is absolutely insane. Lets you get a bump every time you play, which is already great. But then, let's say you have a lot of extra bumps, you can turn those bumps into victory points if you don't need them. In the Shadows, S tier card for the price. It's so good. Revealing it for a Bene Gesserit bump. From Camp, also very good. A little bit limited in its access, but good for combat strategies. And again, has the 2 persuasion for Spiceman's flows. Starter card Legion, good for troop economy. We have a training drones. Very good value, especially if you can get it early. Restricted ordnance. Can be good. You usually have to go out of your way to get the high council seat, but it's fine. And troop transports is not my favorite tech, to be honest. Let's see here. Who's picking right now? Oops. Green picked first, then red.
Okay, yeah, I thought I was picking first because I go last.
Oh, no good. Are you killer? I wasn't sure who was actually in the voice chat. I mean, it's fine. I don't care. You can just have it. I just need to play Ilesa Ecaz for a goal thing. I guess I could rewind time. That's fine. Let's see if this goes back far enough. Okay. Yep, that did it.
All right, dope.
Okay. Okay. Yep. I forgot the hidden picks system is what
I
automates.
wanted to play Helena, but
I know people know what you want now. Denial time. Ooh, okay.
Sorry, I get.
Okay, so green decides to deny the Helena to yellow, who clearly wanted it. Clearly a reason for that, but people have atomic, so shit can get put out of the row. We have a Paul Atreides here. Solid leader. I was kind of just talking about them, actually. We're going to play Ilesa Ecaz. The game has finally come. Much to my chagrin here. But it should be good. I'm actually going to get rid of... so maybe this would be a little bit better. And we'll see who Yellow decides to go with here. I don't think Ecaz is a bad shout, just because of In the Shadows being in the row. Being able to snatch this up before everyone else is a really powerful situation to be here. But we'll see what they end up going with. Oh, man. Just remind me if I... remind me, stream, if I end up forgetting to do this. I'm going to really... I need a way to remember. Oh, they do go with Ecaz. Okay, really good. Because his ring ability will let them get In the Shadows, as I said. Okay, let's see what we start out with here. Is our hand going to be crap? No. Okay. Pretty solid hand, actually. We'll see what Yellow decides to open up with here. First combat is the Solari shipping combat. So we are pretty interested in getting a troop in here, if we can. We'll see how easy that is. Let me just hop this top menu real quick. Okay. Oh, yep. Everybody has to get rid of their starting 4-player things. I'm surprised that's not scripted in, because you have to choose Immortality. It doesn't just get rid of the ones, but maybe a work in progress. Who knows? So we have a very quick Seek Allies to Fold Space. Always a good play. We would have obviously benefited if they had not done that, but I think it's usually worthwhile to go for that. I already forgot to do my thing. I'm sorry. I forgot to do my stupid Ilesa Ecaz ability right out the gate. Let me just do it real quick. If I don't know if you guys can just try to remember the thing. Just hold off on your first turn. I shouldn't have. I said to start now, so it's my fault, but I'll just do it real quick. Okay, so we have to round start, set aside a card from our hand, and then for our second turn, we reveal the card, return it to our hand, and if we play it, we get to use it. So I think we're going to be going Seek Allies first, and then Signet. Yeah, I think we want to be playing the Signet Ring, right? Or though we're not going to have any Solari, so the Signet Ring doesn't do anything for us here. Anything to reveal for? I think we actually go for the Spice here early. We can go Dagger. No, I think we just go for the Blue Axis. Okay. So now that we have that down, now we get to do our actual turn. Oh, man. I can feel this already. Okay, so we don't have to play it, though. We just have to play if we want to get the reward. And since it has one agent icon, we'll get one Spice. If it has more than one like this or this, then we only get a Solari. But let's start out. We'll grab some water for ourselves. Always a good starting play, especially if full space is already taken. And there's a nice tech in the row that we could grab if we get some Spice going early. So I like this play. We'll see what Red decides to do here. They're going to start with a pretty quick experimentation. I'd imagine, yep, smuggling play it is. So they get their one Solari. They get to move up. And we'll see how it goes. Should we remind you? I mean, probably. But you'd have to remind me before the combat is over. So I remember to do it before people actually start moving. That's my problem with this character. I need a reminder. Let's see here. I saw someone in the tournament using this thing as a reminder. So I'll just put this big thing, I don't know, there as some sort of reminder token. We'll see if it works. We have a Diplomacy here from Helena. Actually going to go to Secrets. Interesting. Not a very common opening move just because the one intrigue card you could get by also going to Carthag, which also gives you some intrigue, some power into the combat. But obviously if you want to get the influence with them, that's totally fine play. We have a Signet Ring from Archduke Ecaz here, so they will be able to acquire a card from the row that costs 3 or less. It's going to be In the Shadows for sure, but let's see where they decide to go first. They have to actually place the leader down. You do have to put the leader down before you pick the card.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Some people don't know that. Worth giving a gentle reminder every now and then. But yeah, let's see where they decide to go here. Looking like a Carthag play, which I think is pretty reasonable. The thing about this combat is you don't really want to win first. So going this to the city spaces has pretty limited value a lot of the time, but it's probably fine. We'll probably just end up going Arakeen here. We could get lucky, be able to afford a Guild Chief Administrator or a Fremen Camp or something. If we got our convincing argument, we could get a Sardaukar Legion, which would be very nice, but we'll see. So they do end up going to Carthag. They get the intrigue card from there. And now for the actual Signet Ring portion. I think it's going to be in the shadows every single time just because of how powerful that ability is, but we'll see what they end up going with. Okay, they're putting some troops in here. Looking like 2. 3, okay. I would... Yeah, I think 1's fine. You don't want to win this one, is the thing. I wonder if they have any daggers. So they do grab the In the Shadows. I think that's a great play. So now we reveal our card, and then return it to our hand. If we use this card to play, then we get a spice. And I think we will. I think we'll go to Arakeen. We'll throw in 2 troops. Just so because I think someone else will put some troops in here. So we might as well try to guarantee that we get second place. And if we get the shipping bump, that's not terrible either. We'll go to Arakeen. We'll draw the card. Oh, the convincing argument. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Since we used that card to send an agent this round, we get the spice. And we will be throwing in 2. Just come over the top of yellow a little bit. And honestly, the shipping bump isn't bad either. Like, we're fine with that. It gives us a spice too, which would set us up pretty nicely to get training drones next round. But we'll see. Oops. Let's see what Red's doing here. We have a Seek Allies from Red. They go to Wealth. Yep. Pretty good starting move. They have 3 Solari now, so they may be eyeing up a potential Dreadnought combat strategy. We'll see what they actually end up doing here. I also forgot to mention earlier that because Red played Experimentation, which has that little research icon, they got to move up on this track. And as a result, they ended up getting 1 Specimen Cube. Just to keep everybody appraised of what's going on. Green to move, though. So green could get involved with this combat here, and it looks like they're hovering their hand over the combat tiles. So, oh, I like not to, though. They're just going to go to tech negotiation. Okay, so we're going to pull this combat down. I'm pretty surprised. Even the 3rd place 2 Solari is good enough to usually want to get that troop in, but they're just going to get a negotiator down. Try to reveal for something pretty nice here. So I might actually, depending on what Ecaz buys here, I'm pretty tempted to just Atomics the row and see if we can get a little Thalalium Laxu Master going or some other really powerful 5-cost card. Sardaukar Infantry is good, but I don't know if it's necessarily good enough. We'll think about it. We'll see what they end up buying first, though. They have 3 Persuasion and a Dagger, so it's a good thing we put the extra troop in. Actually, I guess if we just put in 1, we would have tied, but I thought more people would be going into this combat. So they have 3 Persuasion, probably an Arrakis Liaison here, I'd imagine. And they cannot trash this round because they didn't play their agents to 2 of the spaces with a green, blue, or triangle access. But looking like just an Arrakis Liaison play. Totally fine to blow up your deck a little bit as a Kaz just because he does have that natural trashing ability. Our turn here, we will reveal a total of 5 Persuasion and a Dagger. So that puts us up to 5 total. Do we want to trash this row and move on? Sardaukar Legion is pretty good, but let's go fishing here. I think we can get a little bit greedy. Okay. Interesting row. In the Shadows is obviously an S tier card, and I think we just have to take that. A little unfortunate. I would like to get Carryall here. Do I get Carryall? Get greedy? Get a bunch of spice going? Man, if it wasn't in the Shadows, that's what makes this so tough. I do like me a Carryall, though. I think we have to go in the Shadows, though. It's just too good. So we have 5 Persuasion left. And I'm actually pretty tempted by Guild Administrator here. We can start thinking out our deck. This is a really good card. And it actually synergizes with Guild Administrator if we're able to pick this up on the way back around anyway. So, yeah, we'll grab it. Why not? We'll start thinking out our deck. Ooh, Ixkill Combat comes up. That is a power card. Okay, so not the best roll there, but I think it was still worth doing. We have 2 Persuasion and a Dagger from Red. And they did not go to tech negotiation. They are going to use their Specimen to buy Contaminator, a very, very good card. I definitely slept on this card, but getting the extra beetles so you can move along this track up here is incredibly valuable. And you're going to Fremen, which you're always pretty happy to go with. So they did not elect to buy anything else, I don't think. Let's see here. 4 and a Specimen for green. So they're probably a little bit bummed that we blew up the row, but Imperial Bashar is a pretty solid option if you want to go combat crazy. I'd be tempted by Ixkill Compact as well. Interstellar Conspiracy is good, but they don't have anything to synergize with it just yet. So probably won't go with it, but I do think it's pretty solid. And getting a spice passively is really nice also. I'm in their shoes. They don't really have any daggers left, but Imperial Bashar can win you some early combats pretty cheaply. Hi, Orsky. Been loving your videos. Especially interested in following the tournament. Good job. Thank you so much. The tournament videos are coming. They take a lot more editing and work to get done, but the next video is going to be Arc Nova. So once I get some free time, I can do it. Looks like a carry-all purchase. Okay, so we won't be getting carry-all coming back around, but I think that's fine. Yeah, it's just you if you want to play something yellow. Nope. Okay. So we get first place here. We get another spice and a shipping bump, which we will gladly take. Didn't end up using our signet ring. And I think we're good to go. So now we have to, we're going to remember to do our ability this time. How do you feel playing this game compared to a tournament one? This one's better just because I can actually relax. It's not, like, obviously the players are pretty good, but it's not the level of the tournament where, like, a small mistake's going to cost me everything, so I don't have to sweat as much. And it's just, I can interact with the chat as well. It's just a more relaxed vibe, so I definitely like this more than the tournament, but the tournament has its place as well. I'm a competitive guy. I love getting that kind of gameplay in, so. Let's see. What do we want to do here? I'm actually pretty tempted to go tech negotiation to get training drones. And then I can go... Yeah, so I wanted to use this first. What would I do as my second play? I could just grab a bunch of spice and plan for a conspire play. As well, I could also go to fold space. Seems a little underwhelming. I do feel like I'm kind of just giving up on interstellar shipping this game. Probably. I'm going for more of a spice economy playstyle. So maybe experimentation as my second card with the plan to go to the Great Flood. Is that reasonable? This is a victory point combat as well. I could go Hardy Warriors here. Interesting decision. Do I need training drones that bad? Probably not. Maybe I just go Hardy Warriors here and get the victory point. Yeah, I think that is what I do. It does cost me the water that I got last round, but I can always... Yeah, I think that's the play. I'll get a little bit of spice. I'll just grab 3 spice instead. And then I'll give up on the dagger for now. Unless maybe a city spot's better. Actually, I do want to be playing these, though, to move up the research track. Just a question. That's the problem with this character, because I overthink it. Like, am I going to rather go to a city spot? If I need the extra troop, probably. Yeah. Yeah, let's just plan on this, and we can adjust out of it if need. So, we'll play the diplomacy. We're going to go Hardy here. We'll get in 4 troops. And we'll try to get an early combat victory point. See how that goes. A lot of thinking there. We have an experimentation from Red. Maybe a smuggling play. Yeah, they do. So they get 1 Solari. They get a shipping. Do they collect now is the question. They're at 4 Solari right now. If they do collect, that's enough for their Swordmaster. So they do get to move up on the research track again. And this time they got the Beetle. So they got to move up on the Play Laxu track. And they did collect. Okay. So at 9 Solari now, they can finally get their Swordmaster. It seemed like it made a lot of bad plays last tournament game. Was that because of Neuros being flustered under pressure? I mean, here's the thing. It's pretty tough playing tournament games when you have to narrate your thought process, because a lot of tournament games are thinking about what your opponents are trying to do. And I think that's the first thing I lose when I start trying to keep things entertaining. And obviously, if you're not thinking about what your opponents are trying to do, you're gonna make mistakes. But I don't think it was I'd have made that many mistakes. It wasn't like the worst game I'd ever played. I made a few mistakes here and there, which obviously in the context of like a tournament game, it's gonna make it look way worse. But it's tough. And I've been thinking about how I'm gonna do the next tournament game. Probably a little less talking, so I can actually focus a little bit more. But we'll see. I did not say this, but seek allies to full space for green, and we have a diplomacy on over to still suits for yellow. So. Unfortunately, yellow will not be getting their trash ability off again, but probably not a huge deal. Okay. So they'll just go to still suits, get the water. And they will be going before us next round. So that makes it a little bit awkward because we won't be hostaging the Great Flat. So now we reveal that we have the reconnaissance. Do we just go to Carthag here? There's no great cards in the road that I really want to set up for a research station play with. I think getting an entry card would be nice. Yellow still has an action behind as well. The most troops they could get in would be 4. We know they have 1 dagger left, and they have an intrigue card. So if we want to guarantee this win, we actually do have to go to a city spot. So we are going to play it, which will give us another spice, which is nice. And we'll go to Carthage this round. I don't think we want to draw here. Actually, now let's get the intrigue card. Machine culture. Actually, a very good one here. I think we just played this right now, right? So we'll put this in. And we will play, I think we just play this and grab training drones and start getting the value from there. Yeah, like this. I'm not going to play it around getting this victory point. I think it's a little ambitious. So I'm going to play it, buy training drones for 3 spice. That ability coming in big helped me afford this. And then I'll just get the troops rolling now. I'm not going to put it in. I don't need to. But I think that's fine. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, Group B is kind of brutal. You could always focus during the game and then narrate afterwards. I hate doing that just because it's hard for me to remember what I was thinking in the time. And it's a ton of work narrating afterwards. We have a dagger here on over to Swordmaster. Yep. Post is like review. Yeah, exactly. Different vibe for sure. I'd like to jump in on that next game. That, and you kind of lose out on the excitement of being live in the moment for the game if you do it in post, which is something I kind of want to capture with these tournament games. I think if I were to play in the next game, I would play them all and record them without the narration and then kind of make a concise video based on the entire series of events and keep it exciting that way. Just so I can focus more, because that's the big thing that's kind of getting drugged down. But like everything, it's a learning process, so we'll get there eventually. I'd like to jump in on the next game. I'm not sure there's going to be a next game. I usually just do one, but next stream, for sure, if you're around. I usually start around 7:15-ish when I do. We have a signet ring here for Helena, trying to decide where she wants to go. She is, of course, not blocked anywhere, so she could go to any spot if she wants to. And looking like an Imperial base in play. So just grabbing 2 spice. Not a bad value. And they'll put in 1 troop for 1 spice. Not bad. Red does have an action behind, but so that could hurt their chances of getting that 1 spice. But I don't think they're going to make a big commitment unless they can get like 2nd place for it. And Helena will use the signet ring to reserve Imperial Bashar. So maybe eyeing up a little bit of a combat strategy. We'll see. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to fill these games up with people from the community. So this game I had to fill with people from the TTS Club Discord, but not a big deal. Next couple on the road is going to be a Fedaykin Death Commando. Okay, card. We have an experimentation here from Yellow, and they're just going to play to Haga Basin, collect 3 spice. So, okay. And they will put the troop in. So hopefully we didn't undercommit here. Obviously, if they have a really good combat intrigue card, we can get screwed, but hopefully they don't have the ambush. We'll see, though. How did they get this? Something happened. I got it after my turn. Only on reveal turn. I think they didn't reveal, right? Oh, okay, there we go. What was, I can't remember. Okay, so that has to get shuffled so people don't have information. We have Tlaylax who Infiltrator in the row, so we know what Green's trying to do. This is an insane card, though, so I understand why they would want it. Let's see, did they have any specimens? Because if they spent them, they should get them back. Okay, yeah, they did. Okay. Let's see here. Yep, so Ecaz played there. They played at Haga Basin. Fine. We're just revealing here. So we get 1 dagger, putting us up to 11 combat strength, and we get 2 specimens and 2 persuasion. So we'll add in those 2 specimens. And I actually think this is a Tlaylaxu Infiltrator grab. This is such a good card. I think I'll be acquiring that. Sorry, Green. I know you wanted it, but you're going to have to reveal early for it if you do. We have 2 persuasion left. Do we grab the Jameis here? Our deck is getting a little bit big, but we do have trashing in there. We have it in the shadows as well. I think we'll hold off for now. I don't... It's tough. It is a good reveal as well. Ugh. Yeah, we'll hold off for now. I don't think we need it. Have you thought about getting an experienced player colleague to commentate live during your tournament game? If only we had someone doing commentary for the tournament games. Damn. Yep, no one to do that, I'm afraid. They do that on Hidden Assets. They'll record the games, and they'll probably commentate this game as well. I'm not interested in not doing it myself. Reveal a 5 persuasion for Paul. And looking like they might grab the Jameis here. Also, I don't think I'm playing that terribly. Okay. Like, I made some mistakes, but I'm not, like, god-awful. So they grab the Jameis. They have 3 persuasion left if they want any of these juicy cards right here. The second kit's pretty good. I'd be tempted. But looking like they're just going to go full-on combat. Fennec Death Commando as well, so we'll see. I'm sure Green keeps hovering over here. They're upset I got this. This is a very good card. Being able to infiltrate on a card is very powerful. We have a 4 persuasion reveal and... Nope. Wait, when did they buy this? Is this their first time through? I don't know what they're doing. I think it's time to retire. Yeah, I'm over the hill. I've had a good competitive run of this tournament. This one tournament that I haven't finished yet. It's over for me. I keep bumping the camera. Sorry about that. When I tried to flip over 1 for Signet Ring, oh, they accidentally grabbed it when they did that. Okay, that's fine. So they do get a specimen. They have the 3 persuasion needed to buy Imperial Bashar because of their leader ability. So I think that's fine. Black Shadow, tell me about it. Yep. Yellow reveal here. Hopefully we don't get screwed by their combat power. It's going to be 1 dagger, but we got to hope they don't have a good intrigue. And they do, yep, there's the 1 dagger. So they go up to 7. 3 persuasion and a specimen. So they have 2 specimens now. So probably not getting Carino Genes if they didn't get it last time. Scientific Breakthrough, solid. And 3 persuasion with this selection of cards. I do like the second kit, but they already have a way to trash. I'd be pretty tipped in for X-Skill Compact here. The only downside is we know Paul is going pretty heavy combat. And Helena just bought Imperial Bashar, so they're also skewing combat right now. So getting more combat-focused cards might be a little bit risky in this environment. That, and I bought this, so everybody's got a little bit of combat going. But I don't know. I mean, it is a really good card. And in theory, they will want to be getting that Alliance, I'd imagine, at some point. So being able to play there is always nice. But having a nice long think about it. Yeah, I'm not sure what I would go with here. If I had 3, maybe Chris Knife, actually. Pretty good. But they do go with the Ixil Compact. Very solid card. I think that's a good decision. Okay. I don't have anything green.
Pass.
Yellow. Okay.
Nah.
Rewards. Huge combat win for us here. We really needed that. Getting the water is especially huge. Oh, never mind. Yellow gets the water as well. They can beat us to Great Flat. Damn. I was thinking we could beat them to Great Flat because they grabbed the Haga base in this round. But unfortunately not. So everybody gets their rewards. Yellow gets second place there. Worth the Hardy Warriors trip for sure. Now we have to decide where we want to go here with our second action. So we have a lot of persuasion this round. Do we want to just keep grabbing spice with this? We're going to be revealing this. I don't know why red has 6 cards. Okay, just an accident. Yeah, well, we want to reveal this. So we're pretty much just playing these two. It's just what order do we want to play them in? And I guess we'll go with Dagger as our second action and see where it goes from there. Because we'd like to go smuggling first. Then maybe we could just hit Mentat or something. We'll see. Not a bad combat. Cloak and Dagger. A bump and 2 intrigue cards. We have a quick Signet Ring on over to Arkean. Okay, so they're going to go for the double card draw here because their Signet Ring does let them draw a card. And I'd imagine they'll be committing some troops here. They have the fullest garrison out of everybody, and they haven't really gotten involved too much. So, pretty nice start for them. And looking like they're going to commit to... I'd probably put them all in, personally. You don't know if you're getting back to a combat space, but they'll just do the 2 for now. See what everyone else does. Not a lot of other people that can really get involved too quickly here, so I feel like they have enough time to to wait. Looks like green just played fold space to fold space. So they do get to draw a card now. Very nice. They are the first people with access to interstellar shipping. We've been kind of neglecting the interstellar shipping side of things. But I don't think that's a huge deal. Yep, so they do take away the Great Flat Spice, which is what we were kind of expecting, so it's not a huge deal. Unfortunate. So they're kind of loaded on spice right now. We have to decide what we want to do. We could get involved with this combat, but I don't think really. We could put some troops in, actually. We have trading drones, so it's not terrible to try and just get a second place here. We have a very high persuasion hand. So we'll see. This would be a pretty good card for us if we can actually grab it. And we are shuffling this round, so maybe someone will atomics the row as well, which would be kind of nice for us because we're going to be at 5 persuasion again. We're playing the Signet Ring. And when do we want to play it to? Probably Carthag. Just get another entry card going. We're going to reveal this for the Benny Bump, and then we can just dagger on up to tech negotiation for whatever. I think that's fair. We'll go to Carthag. Let's see what we get. Bribery. Pretty good. Okay. So now we have to decide, do we want to use our Signet Ring ability to get a fold base card? Yeah, this is always a thought, huh? Fold space cards are pretty good, I will say. And we are reshuffling. It gives us some better options. Yeah, we'll buy the darn thing. It's fine. And do we want to put troops in here is the question. Do we want to make Red's life a little bit more awkward here? They have 2 actions left, so they'll be making our life awkward. And they have the water for Hardy Warriors, so... we'll just throw in 1. Well, first of all, we'll get the troop with our training drones. We'll throw in 1. All 3 tiers of this combat are pretty good. So, I'm pretty satisfied with any of them. And we can keep a nice healthy garrison behind as well. If green and yellow both decide to put in a troop here, so be it. But I think it's worth the risk. Did you pay for the Laylaxu Infiltrator? No, I did not. Thank you for pointing that out. I just paid. Sorry about that. Cactus PhD. Thank you so much for becoming a member. You better win Worlds, LOL. Yeah, I'll try to. I'll do my best. Been doing a lot of practicing, so we should be getting there, hopefully. But thank you so much. Oh, the alert didn't work. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm going to have to figure out how to fix that. Not sure how to. Oh, there we go. Finally popped up. I had to hit a button. Before I get too distracted here, we had a experimentation play from Paul. They just went to smuggling. Moved up. We have a Signet Ring play from Green here. And they just went to Carthag. So we'll see if they want to just push into this combat now. If they go in, I think yellow avoids it, like the plague. Looking like they're just going to put in 1, though. A little surprising. I mean, red does have an action behind, to be fair. And they have 2 troops in garrison. So they can just go to Imperial Basin and still come out on top of this combat. But they're going to put in 2. Okay. I think if you put in 2, you just put in 3. Force red to put in the troops. You're pretty much deciding a troop for a spice here. Because they're deciding they want to beat me, but not beating red. So they're just going for 2nd place. I value troops a little bit more than for just 1 spice, but what are you going to do? Oh, and they do get to reserve a card from the row with their Signet Ring ability. Looking like they'll take the Interstellar Conspiracy. Bit of a bummer. We were hoping to get that one, but was not meant to be. We do get to see what the next card is. Assassination Mission. Ugh, kind of trash. Oh, highlighters. Okay. I was not expecting that. So yellow can commit huge here. So this troop is in the bin, but it's fine. So they do discard the 2 cards to get this, and I think you just win this, right? That's a big commitment. I don't think I'm putting all those in. They're putting that many troops in? Okay. We're going to play our dagger. We'll head on up to tech negotiation. Give ourselves a slightly better reveal this turn. We get 1 negotiator, which is 1 spice. And then we get 1 spice for using our dagger that we placed down at the beginning of the round. So we've been printing spice with our dagger so far. And I think that's it. Wow, I'm surprised at this commitment of troops. You do not need that. I mean, so green does have 2 intrigue cards, to be fair, but I don't think this is the kind of combat that you need to commit like the world to, right? Cloak and dagger. People aren't going to fight you too hard for this one usually, but you never know. We can definitely get some shenanigans going with bribery later. Maybe a cheeky little alliance deal or something. Very, very solid card. Of course, we have to get money. We're pretty poor right now. We have 2 water. Unfortunately, we got beat out to the Great Flat by Ecaz this round. We have a Jameis here from red. So we'll see where they decide to go. Okay, still suits. I was wondering if they would go Hardy Warriors and bomb it. Obviously, probably wouldn't work unless they have a good intrigue card behind. But I don't think you should be committing that much for this anyway. So they just grab the water. They set up for maybe a research station play in the future. We'll see what they actually do. So luckily, everyone else is revealing before us, so maybe they can show some better cards in this row. We have 5 persuasion, so definitely the potential to get something good here. And it is green's reveal now, unless... So the thing is, when people think about revealing when they have no actions left, you have to think if they have urgent mission, which lets you recall one of your troops. I think that's one of the few things they could be thinking about here, right? Otherwise, you can just play it after you reveal. Oh, never mind. It was still red's turn. Fair enough. Oh, a lot of talk for nothing. So does this game have a robust competitive scene? Where do people coordinate games? So I actually have a video on the channel. It's like how to get involved with the Dune Imperium community or something like that. How to join the community. It has a very active scene. And it's mostly in the TTS Club Discord is where all the games are being found. But there's always games up. And there's a huge tournament going on right now. So a lot of competitiveness here. So if you're looking for a place to play some good competitive Dune, the scene has a lot of people available. But anyway, Imperial Bashar and Dagger revealing for 4 total combat points. So that's 10. So maybe Yellow was right to commit all these troops. Who would have guessed? We have an interstellar conspiracy here for green. Plus an assassination mission. Okay. Unfortunately, they don't reveal anything good. I mean, I'll probably just grab Spice Trader, but kind of a bummer. We were hoping for a little bit better spiciness to come out there. We have a reveal of 2 for green. They do grab Dissecting Kit. Okay. So now we're going to have a decision to make. Duncan, Idaho comes up in the row, but I think I might value Spice Trader a little bit more. Before we get too crazy, though, we reveal 4 Persuasion and a Bene Gesserit bump. So we get a bump here. Always nice getting some passive influence going. And what do we want here for 5 Persuasion? Duncan is very good. Being able to reveal passively for water is huge. But I already have 2 water. I don't think I'm going crazy combat given how many other people are going for it. So it doesn't do me as much good. And I think getting the spice from Spice Trader is just a little bit better. So we'll go for that. Landing Rights comes up. Would have liked Landing Rights. Really good card. Yeah, there's plenty of games going on every evening. Yeah, I found 2 people to play in this game like almost instantaneously. So it can definitely happen. We have a reveal of 1, 2, 4 Persuasion and a Specimen. So not quite able to afford it yet, but getting there. Red gets a... they get the daggers from this, right? So that's 3 on top of the 4 they had. Yep, so they're at... I don't know why I'm at 5 combat strength. I should be at 2. Someone must have moved me up. They do pick up Landing Rights, though. Oh, and Opulence comes off the row. Unfortunately... probably won't be able to buy it. They think they're blue. Okay, looks like everybody's passing around this combat. Okay, so yellow does take this one down. They get 2 intrigue cards and a bump. Pretty powerful. I'd imagine you just start chasing with the Spacing Guild here. Go for that alliance. But we'll see what they decide to do. Okay, yep. Yellow wins it. So they do have to send off their Dreadnought. And they have to take... so they take their bump with the Fremen. Fair enough. They get 2 intrigue cards. They can take it in any order. Fortunately, we don't even get 3rd for our troop, but pretty big commitment by everybody here. So we were not committing 7 combat power just to get an intrigue card. I'll tell you that. And yellow just has to send off their Dreadnought. And they'll go to Carthage, okay? Oh, nope. Erikine, never mind. Okay. And I think we are good to go. So we'll be drawing back into our new cards that we bought. See if we can get anything good here. Okay. Oh, In the Shadows is back. Where do we want to play second here? We could grab some spice with our second action this round. We would like to get our High Council seat at this point. I think we are probably going towards more spice. We don't have a very cohesive strategy right now, I will say. Opulence could be our strategy if we go for it. We could just go for the big draw this round. Unfortunately, we don't have the 2 persuasion to get the value from this, and we really do want to be revealing this, so not a big deal. Oh, people are going. I'll just try to pretend I didn't see what they're doing while I think of my action here. I could grab a tech. None of them are that good. For us, anyway. We could go Guild Chief Administrator as our second action. Just head to Fold Space. Not a lot of people going for Fold Spaces right now. I think that's fine. And then we can just decide which of these 2 monstrosities we want to play. I think that's reasonable. Do we want to get Spice, though? Maybe we'll go for the Spice second, and we can go Fold Space first. The only thing is we have to trash a card, so we want to play this second so we can trash something. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's our turn. I mean, I can't see... Yeah, it's kind of hard to signal. I should just type something. This is the problem, though, because I take so long to freaking think about it. Ilesa Ecaz is my bane. Sit here all day talking about this kind of stuff. To no avail. But yeah, not the best hand. This is... Ooh, Guild Bank Raid. We are interested in this combat, actually. So this might just be a play to spice, get our training drone in. And then we could... Yeah, and then we just go Guild. I think that's fine. So we want to play this second so we can get the extra spice from it. And then if we collect 2 spice from Imperial Basin with this, we'll have enough for a Conspire as well. Right. Oh, yeah. So this is our second action. So first action. Let's see what everyone did. We had an experimentation on over to interstellar shipping. Makes a lot of sense. We had a dagger up to tech negotiation from Ecaz. Fair enough. I don't think they bought a tech. They did not. So now we will play our Guild Chief Administrator to Fold Space. Get another Fold Space into the deck. And we can trash a card here. Do we get rid of a card? It's probably worth getting rid of the card. We'll just get rid of the dagger here. We do lose out on revealing it for the combat power, but I don't think that's a huge deal. We'll see. He might get punished. And that is it. And we didn't draw into our Diplomacy or our Fold Space, so we should be able to get a Conspire next round, hopefully. Let's see what Red's got. Okay, so here's the Contaminator play. Already showing how useful it can be. And where are you going to go? They're going to commit Hardy Warriors? Really? They don't really need the Solari is the weird thing. Like, I guess Opulence is in the row, which kind of incentivizes you to want to do it, but I don't know. So they're just going to commit 2? Okay. I'd probably just keep stacking up the water if you're just going to put 2 in, but if they want a healthy garrison, that's fine. We are definitely getting beat on turn economy by Red with their extra action. They're the only ones with the Swordmaster so far, I think. Yeah. So we're just going to reveal this again. So that's a victory point passively. That'll put us up to 3, which would be first place. I just don't think we're building anything too crazy right now. We have a carry-all by green. They're just going to head to Haga Basin. Good value. So they're going to get double the spice, base spice. So that'll give them 5 total. I don't remember what they were at before, but should be getting an extra 2. Okay, so they're at 9 spice now. It is always tough deciding carry-all versus In the Shadows. Which one do you go for? I still think I made the right call, but carry-all is rather good, as you can see. Oh, we have a bomb coming in. Okay. Entirely new row. 2 G manipulations. A Nixian engineer. Space travel as well. Not the most, not the best row I've ever seen. G manipulation's good, but I wouldn't like lose my head over it or anything. So there is a Signet Ring play. So good value for the Signet Ring. They can get the G manipulations. They'll go to smuggling. And looking like they're going to take G manipulation. Yeah, I think that's a good play. Ideally, you get both. Get a bunch of Bene Gesserit synergy going, and you can trash your deck down super fast. Worm Riders comes up. Not going to be relevant for us, most likely. So we have the experimentation here. We will be playing it to the Imperial Basin. So we get 2 spice from there. We get 2 spice for our 1 step ahead. 1 spice for our 1 step ahead, rather. And so that puts us at the 4 for the Conspire play next round. We will flip our training drones to get an extra troop. And we'll throw them all in. Why not? Hopefully we be red. But we also... So red has 2 actions behind. I don't think there's any way we ever beat red, right? Let's actually be smart about this. We'll put in the 1, because we're probably not winning first anyway against red. If they want to win this combat, they can. Because yellow and green don't have any actions left. So we're guaranteed second with 1 troop. So let's just do that. I like that play better. Red doesn't even really want the first place anyway. Like, the Solari's not doing much for them. Glad we didn't play too hard around the Opulence if it just got blown out of the row. Green and red both have their atomics tokens left, so this row could get blown up a couple more times. Diplomacy here from red. Maybe just a still suits play? They can just try to rush that alliance? Nope, they'll go wealth. Interesting. What is all this Solari for? I mean, sure, they can get their high council seat, but then after that, Solari kind of falls off in value. They do get the victory point, though, so maybe they just wanted to get that over with. They don't have to worry about going back there ever again. Reveal here of 2 Persuasion and a Dagger by green. So they just grabbed the Arrakis Liaison. Totally fine. We haven't grabbed any Arrakis Liaisons this game. Might be tempted to now. How big is our deck, though? We have 2 Fold Spaces in our deck. Plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Well, that's 8. So I have 12 cards in my deck. Not too big. And we have trashing cards, so that's fine. A trashing card, rather. So we are currently thinning out our deck. Green will actually grab Carino Genes here. Okay. Oh, revealing Gola. Uh-oh. S tier card. And they grab the Gola. Okay. Piter Genius Advisor comes up as well. Very powerful card. When I bought my physical copy of this game, Piter comes like taped to the outside of the box. So I don't know if he's some kind of special add-on character that you can't get unless you pre-order it or something. I don't know, but... if you're playing the game at home and you don't see it there, you know why. We have reveal of 2 Persuasion, a Dagger, and an In the Shadows for yellow. So they're also working on their passive bumps. 2 In the Shadows in the game right now. And they have 3 Persuasion because they went to tech negotiation. So they could get the other G manipulation here. Just go full on trash Bene Gesserit strategy, which I like a lot. I'd probably go for the G manipulation here if I were them. I don't think any of these other ones are too enticing. Maybe Space Travel if you want to go crazy, but really? Rex Liaison? They must not realize that they have the tech negotiation persuasion. Yeah, I'm not going to tell them what to do. If they don't want that beautiful G manipulation, I won't force them. Literally just Rex Liaison with better value. Trying to decide if they're going to buy... oh, they do. Okay, they grab Piter Genius Advisor here. Fair enough. Ah, you know what we forgot to do? We forgot to move our experimentation thing. I'm just going to do that real quick because I am dumb. We actually did get a specimen for that. I don't think it's going to matter. We're obviously not buying anything, but wards are mandatory in this game. And this isn't really something that would change anything else. Anything that anyone else did. Oh, look, green. Okay, you know what? Yellow does figure out the G manipulation thing. They play recruitment mission. Okay, so they didn't figure it out. It's fine. They didn't have to play that recruitment mission, but they did anyway. I'll tell them. They have a tech negotiator. I'll be nice. I'm doing that tournament mindset. So they could have gotten it without the intrigue card. If they want to take it back. I mean, I don't know what they're talking about. Maybe they're saying not to. You know what? They might have wanted to use it so they don't get robbed. I think that's fair. Because now they do have 3 intrigue cards. Oh, no, they drew it back. Okay. Okay, well, we have a little bit of information on yellow. We will reveal 2 Persuasion and a bump with the Bene Gesserit. Second victory point. Currently in first, although I don't think our engine's that good, so we'll see how long that lasts. I would love to get Tleilaxu Surgeon here. Boy, oh boy. That would be an excellent pickup. Unfortunately, we are just short. I think we do grab the Arrakis Liaison here, though. I think it's fine. Get a little bit of Persuasion in our deck. We're probably going to have to buy some Spice Flows to steal this game anyway. See what red decides to do. They have 1 action left. And they're just going to go reconnaissance here. So they definitely could have beaten this in this combat like 100 times over. So we made the right call just putting in 1. They'll grab a water. Always at 2 water. Always ready to collect that Great Flat Spice or go research station. I respect it. Do they put the troop in? Obviously not. 2 persuasion and a dagger. Okay, and they're going to play Cull here. Just trash out one of their bad cards. It's fair. They don't really need the Solari anymore, so getting rid of cards isn't too bad. They will trash the reconnaissance. Their blue access card. And looking like they'll just grab another reconnaissance. Fair enough. Or not another reconnaissance. Arrakis Liaison. Fine. I will pass. Okay. Yeah, they might not have their audio turned on. Okay, we both pass. We get 4 Solari for our trouble. Very nice. That'll sped up for a nicer Conspire play as well. We could easily take down another combat, too. Red has a pretty healthy garrison themselves, though. Oh, it's the Laxu Infiltrator. So now, we're actually pretty incentivized to go Fold Space here. Fold Space, Laxu Infiltrator to Interstellar Shipping, I think is a very solid play. Go with Experimentation as well. Gives us 3 Persuasion behind to afford the very powerful Tleilaxu Surgeon. I haven't actually played a game with this on stream with the Tleilaxu Surgeon, so it'd be fun to show it as well. We can just start printing beetles. Each one of those is have a victory point, so. Because obviously on this track, 2 beetles gets you to the entry card, another 2 gets you to the victory point. What's yellow doing here? Experimentation, okay. So, where did they go, though? So you are supposed to send your agent before you move stuff around. I don't think it matters too much, though. So they do go up and down. They'll collect their troops. They're going to start working on this alliance, which I think makes a lot of sense. And looking like they'll grab some... I forgot again. Well, we already said what we're doing, so... At least you guys know that I was going to play this. It's not a total waste. Oh, actually... We don't even have to go full space with our first action, right? Because we're going to go... Because we can just bribery that. So we can get some troops in, which would be nice. We could go diplomacy here. We would like to start working on an alliance. And then, yeah, we can lose our Tleilaxu Infiltrator with the other one. Yeah, I think this works out. That'll give us an extra spice as well. So we already talked about it. I think diplomacy here to conspire is a solid play. What else would we like to do? We can look at the text real quick. I don't think there's anything too crazy here. Invasion ships is good, but we already have this, so that loses a lot of value for us. We'll play this next round. Next hand, rather. Unfortunately, we don't have the green access we need to grab our Swordmaster this round, so that'll have to wait around. So basically, where do we want to go with our diplomacy is the question. We could go Still Suits, get another water. Let's just go to Conspire. That's where we've been wanting to go anyway. We'll get a ton of Solari, but be able to afford everything. And we can start working on that track as well. Blackmail comes up. Pretty good one. Fortunately, this means we won't be able to get any troops into the combat, but this isn't that good of a combat anyway, so it's fine. Let's just use this now before we forget. Actually, we'll hold off for now. Maybe we decide to go into this combat. Who knows? I would have liked selective breeding as well for this turn. I think selective breeding I like to play when I have a goal for selective breeding. I guess if I was looking for like a Worm Riders, for example, I don't think I'm ever getting to a Spiciness flow, especially if I'm grafting this turn. But working on this alliance will definitely be a goal. We have an experimentation here from red. They'll just go to smuggling. Do they collect here? Probably not, right? Yeah. Okay, they go up. They don't need any more Solari. They're good. They have 11 Solari. They must have that intrigue card that gives you a victory point for 10 Solari. That's the only thing I can think of right now. And they get another Solari for moving along the research track right to here. Okay. So they're getting some rewards. Green plays Fold Space. They go down to Still Suits. They'll start working on that victory point. And they play Other Ways. Okay. So they actually get the victory point right away. They move up to 2 victory points here. And they get to draw a card for Fold Space. So now, let's see what yellow decides to do here. They'll play G Manipulation, so they get the Trash Guard this round. And they'll grab their Sword Master, so good thing we didn't go out of their way for it. They probably thought that we'd be able to take it, but, I mean, they're actually grabbing it no matter what, so they can get the extra action this turn. We will reveal our Experimentation. We will play it with our Tleilaxu Infiltrator, so it doesn't get blocked. We'll head on up to probably the best spot in the game, Interstellar Shipping. We're going to remember to do these. Okay, let's just do them now. Experimentation. We get 1 bump on the research track here. And we will be taking, what are we? We're blue, right? Yeah, we're blue. We'll take the Beetle. Move up on this track. And then for the Tleilaxu Infiltrator, we do get to draw a card. So let's do that. Oh, did not want to see this one, but it's fine. A little extra persuasion never hurt anybody. Now we can actually move. We'll decide to move on the shipping track here. We'll go up and down. Just take our rewards. We'll take our 2 troops. Do we take Solari here? We would love our High Council seat. We'd like to be able to afford our bribery. I think the Solari is fine. We want to get our Sword Master as well. Yellow's a little confused, I guess, about... I don't know what they're confused about. But I get to take a bump with this track. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm sorry. I was going to do this. I knew, okay, I was forgetting something.
Yeah.
Sorry. This was a part of the play in my head. But yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're totally good.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay, yep. Okay. I play bribery and then I do all of that. So now I still get the bump from this because that was the bribery bump. Where do we want to go? We probably just want to start working on our alliance, right? Just get the Benny alliance. We can come back for this point later. I don't think that's a big deal. Yeah, let's take our Benny alliance. Getting alliances is always nice. I think that is everything. Let's just grab our Trading Drones troop. Why not? Before we forget. Okay, a lot of stuff going on that turn. I think it worked out pretty well, though. We got a ton of resources, ton of Solari, so we can afford to finally get some High Council Swordmaster shenanigans going. We'll be, I think, drawing into our dagger. Yeah, we'll be drawing into our dagger next turn, so that works out well. Let's see what Red decides to do here. Okay, so landing rights here. This is going to be a pretty nice little combination. They are at the top of the, well, they're at the second spot. They could decide to go up more if they want one of these techs, but they probably won't. They'll go to Carthag. They'll get the troop and the intrigue card. And we'll see where they decide to go from there. If they decide to go up with this or collect. Grabbing more water. Okay, hey, you think they'd have like a Sayadina or something to justify all this water. Unless they bought it when I wasn't paying attention. I don't know. 2 atomics still left in this game, by the way. You have 5 persuasion. It'll most likely be Tleilaxu Surgeon, though. So, we have a huge garrison here. And we have 3 troops behind. Okay, it looks like Red chose to get the 2 spice. Good. Do my eyes deceive me? Is this really an Ilesa Ecaz game? Yes, it is. I am contractually obligated because we hit the member goal. Thank you, everybody, for becoming a member as well, especially Cactus, who ended up becoming a member this very stream. And I didn't even notice this, but they were a member but more expensive, so thank you. But yeah, we got to the goal of 5. I'll have to think of another goal for, I guess, when we hit 10. Or maybe we'll do 15 because we're so close to 10 already. We have a Gola with Carino Jeans. Okay, this is a combination. So they get a double bump here. Yikes. You do have to send your troop first before you get the intrigue card. So the reason behind sending the troop first is because you get additional information if you draw the intrigue card, which might influence the game. If this was a tournament game, he'd have to put back the intrigue card and we'd shuffle it or whatever, but not a huge deal. They will just play their Carino Dreams to Wealth, which I think is the only legal spot to go anyway. So maybe, well, actually, they could go to a city spot with Gola. So never mind. I will not tolerate this Ilesa slander. I think Ilesa Ecaz could be very fun. Where she loses her fun is when I'm taking a million years to decide because I'm streaming and I need to explain my thought process. And I just take a while to make decisions anyway. So me stopping the game for everybody else so I can decide which card to put down with one step ahead, I always just feel bad about it. I do think Ilesa Ecaz is a solid leader, though. You end up getting a lot of passive resources. We have full space here for Hardy Warriors, it looks like. I also forgot to get my one spice for my one step ahead ability because I did use my experimentation, so I will take that. Rewards are mandatory in this game, so don't kill me. Archduke has played Fold Space over to Hardy Warriors, so they'll be getting a ton of combat strength into this. You don't really want to commit that much anyway. It's just raid stockpiles. Although if they win, they do get enough for Highliners. 6 spice, which can be very relevant. So that's probably why they're committing so much here. Yeah, she's complicated. Yeah, it's just the fact that you have to do everything up front with her, which can take a little brain power. But we do have 5 persuasion and a dagger here. Ixian Engineer is looking pretty nice. We only have 1 tech, though, and we're probably not getting additional ones. I really like Tleilax's Surgeon, and this ends up being a pretty consistent victory point a lot of the time, so we'll go with that. Water Peddler comes off. How thick am I going to make my deck? Do I even need the water? Is another question that I need to answer for myself right now. Paul would love to get infinite water, I'm sure. This stage of the game, do I need the water? We're going to be moving on to the Conflict 3s soonish. It's probably worth, right? I want to hit Research Station and stuff. Yeah, we'll do it. Why not? Oh, Guild Ambassador comes up. That is very relevant for yellow specifically. Yellow does have the alliance. And it's always scary when you have the alliance with the guild and this card comes up. Because now, whoever buys this is so incentivized to steal the alliance from you. And they get extra bunts with Guild Ambassador. So it's easier for them to steal the alliance. And obviously, as the alliance holder, you don't want to be spending those valuable bumps trying to defend your alliances. It slows your game plan down. It stops you from getting the friendship victory points at 2 influence with the other factions. A lot of implications to this card. And if I were Paul or Helena here, I would take this card. Just getting the 2 spice if you're not interested in the guild is pretty valuable. But we do have a diplomacy here from Red. They'll just go to secrets. Get an intrigue card. I kind of glossed over this, but we did get blackmail. And Black Shadow did recently say that this is one of his top intrigue cards. I do think it's very good. So we'll see if we end up making good use of it. Reveal a 4 and a dagger for green. I think you just got to grab Guild Ambassador here. It's so good. And it does have a victory point condition as well attached to it. Unfortunately, it doesn't reveal for any persuasion, so that is the big downside to it, but revealing for a victory point for 3 spice is pretty good. Oh, they're going to play Charisma here, so they actually have 6 persuasion. They're going to grab Worm Riders? Worm Riders here? It is a great card. Oh, they do. Okay. Combat Helena incoming. And a Trash the Row. I think this is a very good Atomics. They should do it. And they do. Okay. Some good Bene Gesserit cards coming up. Oh, Shifting Allegiances comes up. Oh, no. Oh, man. If Ecaz didn't have 4 persuasion and they just had 3, this coming up is a godsend. We'll see if they end up being able to afford it, though. We have so many troops. We should really get involved with the combat. They do have 3 persuasion. Oh, you take Shifting Allegiances here every time. It's so good. It's so good. Getting a double bump, letting you go down with another faction to do it. It's so powerful. Looks like they're considering not doing it, though. Oh. Okay. So they play this to get... What was this? Test of Humanity on the top of their deck. So we do have to remember that they have that, and we have to plan around it accordingly. I don't think we have In the Shadows in our current discard pile. Wait, what are they doing now? Oh, interesting. So they do take the test. They take Shifting Allegiances instead. Okay. It's totally fine. I think that's way better. They already have 2 spice as well. Like, that's an insane play. And honestly, not a terrible use of this card. I think a lot of the times people want to get greedy and save it for the spice must flow by. But in this exact scenario, being able to put a power card like that on top of your deck when you're redrawing from your deck, so you wouldn't see it a while if you put it in your discard, I think it's a fine play. So I think that should be it. We have a reveal of 1 persuasion, a specimen, and well, actually 2 total persuasion. So they have a lot of specimens now. Could consider getting scientific breakthrough. They're moving pretty quickly on this victory point track, and they do. So this is another card we have to remember they have. And they do get to put it on top of their deck because of where they are in the research track. So pretty solid. We're hoping to draw into a play Laxu Surgeon soon. Although we don't have the specimens to use it anyway, so not a big deal if we don't, I guess. Oh, a staged incident. So that's why yellow was committing so much. Okay. So yellow will drop back down to 3. Not interested in this combat at all. I think that makes a lot more sense, considering how they were playing there. They get their trash victory point, tying us up here. We're at 4. I keep feeling like we're not doing that good, but we're at 4. You know, we're doing stuff. Working on our alliance as well. It doesn't feel like we have the insane power cards that make it like super crazy, but it's fine. So red does lock this one down with just 2 troops, which is great value. Right? Yellow doesn't have the spice for Spice Slow now. Our turn. Let's see what we get. So we knew we had that fold space. Not a terrible hand, I guess. We're going to be grabbing our Swordmaster every time. Can anyone beat us there? No. So we can go there second. I think this is an interstellar shipping play most of the time. So this is Siege of Carthage. I think we actually just go for this victory point. Right? Is that crazy? Everyone's going to be going highlighters and stuff for this next conflict. I don't think we're ever winning it. And then we can use our blackmail with the Fremen bump that we get from this anyway. It is interesting. I think we go for the experimentation first. We could also draw. There's a lot of options here. We have so many troops in garrison. And we have training drones as well. Maybe we just punt and wait for the conflict 3. We'll see. The only thing is, if we go experimentation here to interstellar shipping, that's going to really incentivize us to want to go smuggling with our second action. Their other action this round. Doesn't feel as good. Part of me wants to deny Helena interstellar shipping as well, which makes it a little bit more complicated. We want to be playing this card every time. We're never getting a Spiceman Flow this round. Well, I think if Hardy were... Oh, I actually have to... I have to put a card down as well. I think we put the fold space down. Yeah, we'll put the fold space down. We'll play that as our second... Or no. We'll put this down. We're grabbing our Swordmaster. And we'll play... I think we just do it, right? Yeah. We could go crazy here. Get into the combat. It is a victory point. Actually, we go for the victory point here. I think it's worthwhile. I don't think we're winning the tier 3 anyway. And we have a lot of troops behind it, even if we don't win it. So we get 4. We will use our training drones here. Get in 1 more. We will put that troop in. Hopefully this is enough. We do get to draw a card for playing fold space as well. Not a bad one. Yellow, I got an hour left, not rushing, just informing. Yep, that is the downside to my playstyle with Ilesa Ecaz. Very slow, but we have fun. So our next action will be to Swordmaster. We did give up on the interstellar shipping play. I think that's fine, though. I don't think we have time to go interstellar shipping. We don't really need to either. We have a Contaminator play here from Red, so they're just going to head on down to Still Suits, grab the Alliance. Get 5 water. Okay. They're crazy. They'll just put in 1 troop. 2 troops, okay. Maybe some more investments into their combat strategy. They do end up getting the victory point here, and they have enough spice for Highliners play, so we should be concerned. We have the Conflict 3s coming up, though, so people shouldn't go too crazy, right? Everyone just needs to relax. Vibe out a little bit. We have to remember that yellow has a double bump, so this alliance will probably be taken, I would imagine. Red is in danger here. What is green trying to do here? They have 9 spice. I mean, you probably just save up for Highlanders at this point. None of these are doing that much for you. They're going to play the Signet Ring. Yeah, so that's the Interstellar Shipping play. That's kind of what we were hoping to maybe block by using our experimentation, but we didn't end up doing it. They're going to go... I don't think you go up and down here. I don't think any of these are doing that much for you. Sure, the garrison is good for you, but it would cost you 3 spice. So you'd still have enough for the Highlander next round as well. Maybe you do go for it. What else are you spending all this spice on, if not for a nice tech and Highliners? I mean, I guess in theory, if you keep saving up, you get 2 Highliners off. Not a lot of people going research station either, which is interesting. Okay, they do end up grabbing invasion ships. I think that's a good buy. It gives you a lot of troops behind in the garrison, setting you up for next round's conflict 3. So every time you're hitting a combat space, you're throwing in those additional 2 troops. And of course, not being blocked is always nice for interstellar shipping access. Although, at this point in the game, interstellar shipping is probably going to be pretty dead with everyone at the bottom level. The value just doesn't hold up as we get towards the end game here. So we have 14 Solari. We need to kind of start getting some consistent victory points going. Hopefully we were able to win this combat, but we'll see. Green does decide to take the victory point with the Bene Gesserit. That's fine. We have a passive bump incoming from our In the Shadows when we finally draw that. Our deck is pretty thick right now. Probably won't be buying anything else, except maybe... They're trying to decide... so they did play Signet Ring. They are forced to reserve a card. It is not optional. So we'll see what they want to reserve here. Probably just take out Ixion Engineer. You know, it really, I guess it doesn't really help anyone at this point. Yellow getting a little impatient, it seems. But yeah, you just take this out of the row. You could, in theory, end up getting there. You have 1 tech now. Guild Accord comes up. Very powerful card, especially for Yellow, who has the Guild Alliance right now. Oh, there's the Shifting Allegiances play. So let's see if they decide to steal the Fremen Alliance like we had originally thought. They will collect the spice. Okay. Get even more spice to go into their coffers. And now they have to decide, are they going to spend 2 to steal the Alliance? And they are. Okay. Alliance steal incoming. That is a huge play. Very huge play. So I think they do just have to remember to pay for it. I think they were at 8 before. Yep. There we go. And they put in 1 troop. Sure. 1 troop for 1 spice. I think that's fine. We will reveal, surprise, our sword or dagger. We will send it over to Swordmaster, get an extra action this round. Since we played our dagger, we get a spice, because that's the card we put aside. And we end our turn. Pretty straightforward turn there. Not too much to think about. Damn. Let's see. What does... So unfortunately, red drops back down to 3 points. That never feels good. Maybe that tempts them to want to go Highliner here, start catching up with some of these victory points. The thing is, I talked about how this is probably the only combat I'm going to be able to win. This is probably the only combat that red's going to be able to win too. Let's be honest. Somebody just disconnected. It doesn't look like it was anyone that was actually playing though. Just a casual observer. Yeah, red's going to be pretty tempted by this Highliner here. They have 14 Solari, so they've got to have at least an endgame here. Maybe a couple. We'll see. That's a lot of Solari. It's kind of weird to get that much Solari. Green also with 10 Solari. Lannister, hey Orsky, you excited for our last game? Yes, I am. I'm really excited. I have a much better chance of getting into the playoffs or like past the group rounds as well than I thought. I pretty much just have to not finish last or be 3rd place and you get last or something like that. So I think I should be okay with a first, second, or possibly 3rd. I mean, I'll still play my best, obviously, but my chances of getting out are pretty nice. That's what happens when you and LSR soak up all the points, so us peasants have to fight with just our few remaining points. We have a dagger here to High Council seat. I think that's a fine play. Start sending some of that Solari. It's actually in your interest to see me at first. Oh yeah, I know. I mean, it doesn't hurt me at all if you finish first because you're out of the pools regardless at this point. I think. So, don't worry. I know. I believe you'll be able to do it as well. We'll see. I've been trying to think about how I'm going to adjust my game recording so I can perform a little bit better. We'll see how it goes, though. I feel like my brain always goes to mush when I start commentating stuff. We have an Arrakis liaison over to Swordmaster for Helena. They are, of course, not blocked. They could have actually blocked me this round if they wanted to, but... Well, no, they couldn't. They had to go interstellar shipping first. Never mind. So red has an action left. And they go after me, so could be a little worrisome. We have a Piter Genius Advisor play from Yellow. Yellow has a truly insane deck right now. A lot of power cards, a lot of trashing as well. How big is their deck right now? 3, 6, 11. Okay, not that small, but they do have a lot of really good cards now. Deck building, of course, live and well. You got time today? I want to play with you today. Unfortunately, I do not. I have to get off after this one. Yeah, it's already 8:46. My work starts super early, so I'll be a zombie if I play too late. But I feel like we should be able to get it on Sunday as long as the Giants don't like go into overtime or whatever. Dude, I always admired you for that. Narrating, educating while playing competitively is an impossible task in my opinion. Yeah, it really does. It is a really stretchy. I don't know. It's very mind stretching, and the thing is, you kind of have to talk pretty frequently to keep it interesting. And I don't know. Thinking out loud has been a skill that I've been trying to get better at, and I think I've been getting there. Let's see here. So they're going to Piter Genius Advisor to Dreadnoughts. That is an interesting play. They do have a Dreadnought already. Okay. Because that would signal that they possibly have the Intrigue. I can't remember what it's called right now, but... Oh, they grab... Okay. Restricted Ordnance for Yellow. I don't think they have their High Council seat yet, but could be relevant. Revealing... What did that reveal? Test of Humanity was already there. Maybe a space travel. Let's see here. What do we want to do with our beautiful hand? So red is left act behind us. They have enough spice for Highliners. So we're pretty tempted to want to put some more troops in here to lock this combat down. I would love to play my experimentation. What am I really doing with it, though? We actually have all of the friendships pretty much at this point. We could go to smuggling, set up for a interstellar shipping turn next round. But I really think we need to get these troops in, right? Do we draw here? We could just go for the intrigue as well. I would love to get this experimentation off, though, is the only thing. We kind of want to get another specimen. Actually, we get the specimen from this anyway, so not a huge deal. Do a reconnaissance. Yeah, I think we just fish for the intrigues. And then we can put some more troops in here. Try to play around red going Highliner on us. Let's search their discard. Is there diplomacy? Their diplomacy is in their discard. You guys can't see it, but I can. And I want to say they don't have other access. So do we get greedy here? I might. I might get greedy here. God. Yeah, I guess I'll go experimentation. What are they doing? They're changing what they're buying? It's tough to change what you're buying when you've already revealed spy satellites to everybody else. So information has changed. So probably not. If you hadn't flipped the next one, I think it'd be fair, but not wanting someone else to buy this, so like, I don't know. I think we just grab the spice here. Long story short. Because we're not, actually, we'll be able to get the interstellar shipping with Infiltrator, so maybe we'll just set up for this. I'll stop wasting time. No, we have to, okay. We're going to get the spice. I'll stop wasting time. We can put on 2 more troops as well. Does that even play around Highliners, though? It does not. Because they get 5 plus 2 troops in. So they destroy us. Even if... Actually, let's not play around it, because I think playing around it doesn't really do much for us anyway. We have to really commit. So we'll just go with this. See where it takes us. And this will set us up for a nice future round. Although the troops become useless at that point. Ugh, okay, screw it. We're going here. And I can't think about it anymore. We'll grab the spice. We get to move up on the research track, which is very nice for us. We'll grab an intrigue card and a specimen. Did it give me the specimen? Oh, I don't have enough. I have no troops left. Oh, that's awkward. Oh, you got favorite subject, though. That's a pretty good one. Oh, that's so awkward. I think I actually return a troop from my garrison so that I can put it in the thing. Because Tleilaxu, I need it for my Tleilaxu surgeon. So yeah, we'll go for that. Another long term. Hey, Orsky, if you use Ilesa's Signet Ring ability, you would have less analysis paralysis. Those full space cards make the decision very easy. Yep. I used it once. But it's just not that good, you know? We have a Menta here for red, trying to draw into something here. Oh, okay. They did it with... Oh, they did it with Scientific Breakthrough. Okay, so they do get that move along a little bit further. They get a bump. Oh, they're fighting for this alliance. Okay. Spicy stuff. Yellow has to be on guard here. We have an Imperial Bashar grafted with an Interstellar Conspiracy. Very nice combination here. So they do get a free bump out of this. Of course, they do have to send the troop first. Yep. Okay, they're going to chase me for the Benny Alliance. Okay. So that's going to be kind of tough for us to defend, to be honest. They'll put some troops in. Putting in 2 is interesting. I mean, yeah, I wonder why they're just putting in 2 here. They might have some good intrigues, I guess. We'll see. We'll see if we're punished super hard for not committing more to this combat. Hopefully we're not. We have a... Okay, well... Gene manipulation play here from green. Now, where do you go with that? Just going to draw a card? We have a nice research station play set up in the future. We're not going to be drawing into our dagger, which is always a nice one to set off the High Council if you need it. But this is a victory point for us, so we'll go up to 5. If we draw our Tleilaxu Surgeon, that'll give us 2 Beetles, which will be another victory point. So that's 2. That puts us up to 6. Then we just have to find a couple more victory points here. Bene Gesserit Alliance would be another point. That would put us up to 7. Of course, we do have to contend with green now. It's going to be our thorn on our side. This is always a very nice combination, though. They could have put 4 troops in there. Where did they go with this? Oh, they just go to Siege, I guess. And they can trash as well. Orsky, I hear you guys talking about worlds very frequently. What exactly is involved in this event? It's the World Series of Board Gaming. It's a tournament held in Las Vegas on a yearly basis. I think the first one was last year. 16 total different board games that are played at the event. And you have to enter in... Actually, let me play my turn first. I get to reveal. I reveal 4 Persuasion. Anything I want from here? How many cards do I have left? I'm never seeing these cards. So we just won't buy anything that helps anyone else. Let's not worry about it. Yeah, 16 total games. You pick up to 4 tournaments to enter. If you win one of your tournaments, you move on to the semifinals where you'll be playing the other 16 games. Or I guess the other 12 games, because you can't play the game that you won to get you there. But anyway, we have a Alliance Steel from Red. They play their Jameis, the Hardy Warriors. So they are going to win this combat, which is a little unfortunate, but what are you going to do? I guess we were just playing around the Highliner when we should have remembered. I guess this is a card we should keep track of in the future. This is a good learning point here. The old Jameis Infiltrate 2 Hardy Warriors play. We might be able to still get it with our blackmail. And I think it is worth throwing that out here at this point, if we can get it. But yeah, so... And then the winner gets, like, a ton of money. It's really good. I actually just like it because I get to learn a bunch of different board games. And it'll be a fun trip. But obviously going to win. So if I can lock down the tournament, I will, believe me. And I've been doing a bunch of training with different people. Next video is going to be on Arc Nova, which is another game held at the tournament. I haven't decided which actual events I'm going to enter yet. Probably not the Terraforming Mars event. I like Terraforming Mars. I don't think I'm good enough at it to actually stand a chance. For some reason, it just wasn't clicking with me. I have a lot of experience now, so if I end up playing it in the semifinals, I think I'll do well, but I don't think I'm going to beat the real Terraforming Mars grinders out there. Reveal of a Specimen, 3 Persuasion, and a Dagger for yellow. Ugh. Wish Red didn't have 3 Intrigue cards behind. That much is true. Okay. So yellow did move up on the Benny's Laylax trek somehow. Oh, they bought this. Okay. Green is trying to indicate something to us. Got to be doing right. Dominion just on Trick Pony, one Trick Pony that with draft card based games. Oh yeah, Dune is an event. I'm definitely entering that one. Yeah, 100%, no doubt about it. I actually, but the thing is, the Dune event is Dune Imperium base game, and I've never played the base game. I started playing. I like joined the community when Ix came out, and everyone was playing Ix. So and Ix is so much fun. You don't want to give up the tech tiles and everything. So I will eventually have to go back and learn the strategy to that. I was thinking I'll probably ask like CJ or Black Shadow, because they were around when Dune Imperium was being played base game, and they probably have a lot of insights into the game. But we'll see. Yellow takes plan coupling. And we have a reveal of 3-5 for red. Probably not buying anything here. I'd imagine. Yep, they pass. So we are going to play this. We'll force them to have it. Combat time. So that moves me 5. We're hoping red doesn't have it. I got greedy, and I think it's going to cost me here. Yep, it does. That is 4 daggers. Ah, you hate to see it. Should have went to the combat spot. I didn't think they could get in 4 troops, but turns out they could. We have a lose 2 troops in the conflict here for green, so they're just going to see their way out. Fortunately, we have no other daggers. Oh, man. Such a close loss. So red will pull this one down. Really unfortunate for us. That was a big misplay. Something important to learn from as well. Remembering people have Jameis. Remember the infiltrate cards, people. If you're going to make complicated guesstimations, I mean, we probably should have put more in because they had intrigue cards behind as well and stuff like that, but whatever. We got greedy. Intrigue card for us. Pass. If you have 3 spice or more and 2, we get a victory point. We're never getting to the end of this track, I'll tell you that. I mean, yeah, we're probably not. So this is just a spice, which could be very relevant with highliners. Maybe we will win a combat after all. Oh, and economic supremacy. Okay. Okay, we got some stuff going on here. We have our Tleilaxu Surgeon as well. Oh. Just give me 1 sec to put my card. Okay. I think our... we really want to go highliners here. Can anyone else? Everyone else can go. Probably. But I think we still put this down as our second card. Okay. We'll play this as our... Oh, actually, no. I don't want to do that. There we go. We want to play this as our first card. We want to go full space first. I always mix that up. Oh my god, I have played a lot of Imperium. We can talk shout on the side as per usual. Oh, good. Okay, I didn't know if you had any experience with the base game. I assumed just because I hadn't, you hadn't either because you got in after me. But no, that's sick if you actually have some experience with it. Okay, and they get a trash and another specimen. Fortunately, we do get the full value out of this, so that will be a victory point for us. Luckily, green could get greedy here. Nah, green's not getting greedy. But they have invasion ships as well. God, this hit is trash. We definitely need to draw some cards. Luckily, full space will draw. Oh, there's the diplomacy. Okay. So they're going highliners. No doubt about it. Yep. Highliners it is. So I guess in that case, yeah, there's no way we're getting this combat off of them now. Huge draw here. Unfortunately, this card is not playable for us. Yeah, research station being taken sucks. We could just go select the breeding, though. Get our alliance. What's going on here? Did they? Oh, okay. Yellow went to Interstellar Shipping with their signet ring. They'll acquire a Bene Gesserit sister, sure. So we're always playing the full space here. And I think we just go G manipulation, give ourselves some other options. We can just trash the water peddler at this point. It doesn't matter. This gives us the victory point as well. And another entry card, which is very relevant. Ooh, solid one. Actually, is there something we'd rather trash from here? You guys can't see them, unfortunately, but we'll probably just get rid of we'll get rid of the dagger. Why not? Okay, so we trash a dagger from our deck. We get to draw 2 cards. And we get to draw 1 for full space. Okay. This goes back. We get our victory point. We have another entry card, which is very nice for us. The combat dream is dead, but we still got some stuff going on. We have scientific breakthrough here. We actually did draw into our Tleilaxu Infiltrator as well. We could play in the shadows with Tleilaxu Infiltrator, draw a card, and go to research station with it. And then we'd have 1 action left with those cards. So we'll see what we decide to do here. We have is this another scientific breakthrough? It is. Scientific breakthrough to tech negotiation. So they're just desperately trying to get to the point where they can trash this card. And they pay the 7 Solari for the 2 bumps. So they get another entry card, and then they're just 1 bump away from the second victory point. They're at 5 victory points right now, so really doing some work this turn, climbing that track. We have a victory point from this, so we're at 6. We will almost certainly be drawing into our Tleilaxu Surgeon once we draw. So we should plan... Oh, no. I forgot. He's hiding right here. Oh, man. Always hiding from me. We'll play that with the Infiltrator, though. We'll go to Research Station, draw a bunch of cards, and just try to get a Spiceman Flow this round. I think that's reasonable. And in the shadows can be our last card. We could take... Actually, maybe we don't use In the Shadows. It's an interesting call. I think red just bought Spy Satellites as well. Very relevant. This is worth 2 points to them. Very big pickup. So they are effectively at 8 points right now. It's going to be hard for someone else to end the game with them still getting it. Oh my god, I played a lot of Imperium. We can talk. Oh yeah, I already said that. And then I even have 50 games of Immortality with base game, LOL. Yeah, my friends and I are weird like that. Immortality with base game. That is weird. I don't think I'll ever be doing that, to be honest. Maybe. You never know. It just probably makes for a little interesting scenario, because then everyone's focusing on this and not really much on this. It's the Immortality without the shipping track. We have an experimentation here from green. They'll just grab a ton of spice. Set it for our next round. Highliners, I think that's fine. We really just want to be drawing here. Maybe trying to buy a Holtzman engine, actually. Can we afford Holtzman engine? If we go Study Melange, that goes 4. We have a Negotiator as 5. And then we could infiltrate there for 6 if we really want to. Probably won't do that, but could be valuable. Definitely, it's worth a victory point if we can get 2 Spiceman Slows. Whether or not we're able to do that is another question, though. We can always play our Spice Traveler and discard Water Peddler as well, which would be kind of a nice way to get some spice going. So green will throw in 2 more troops here. No one's really getting involved with the combat, which is kind of weird. I mean, I guess everyone else just assumed that it was over. But yellow has 2 actions left, so they could definitely do something. But I'd imagine they'll want to be going smuggling here and to collect. Start working on some other tracks here. I mean, we'll see what they want to do. But it is a victory point for 2nd place. So, all right, I got to head off. Hopefully we have our match this Sunday. Best of luck. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. Yeah, I hope we play this Sunday too. I would like to have the conclusion to the tournament series, whether or not we actually move on or if we get to keep playing. I'd like to have that done soon. So, we'll see. We have an Arrakis Liaison. 2 Arakeen. Trying to improve their card quality here. Oh, they're going to go Mentat. Or High Council? Oh, actually, that is sick. If yellow ends up going High Council here, that is great for us. That means they are giving up on this combat entirely. Which means we are almost locked for a 2nd place here. We're going to go to Tleilaxu Surgeon. And I think we do play it with our Infiltrator here. So we can go Research Station. Yeah. It's just a good play. Play with you. So we will get a Solari for that, but let's remember to do everything in order. We'll draw some cards. We get to draw 2 cards here. Okay. We get to draw 1 for our Tleilaxu Infiltrator. Okay. And now, since we used Tleilaxu Surgeon, and that was the card we put down, we get a Solari, because it has multiple icons. We drew the card for this. We will put in 2 troops here. And we'll flip over our training drones to get another one in. And now, was there anything? Oh, okay. I can also spend 2 specimens, which I will do now, to get 2 bumps, which is absolutely huge. So we get a victory point. Just like that. We're up to 6. I think that's it for now. Don't think I forgot anything there. Let me know, though. Okay, a Contaminator play. So red is going to get their second victory point from that track. Still suits. Yeah, they're pretty much just playing that for the victory point here. And they do get it. So they're up to 7. Technically, they are at 9 right now with the end game from Spy Satellites. So powerful stuff. Oh, research track. Wait, did I go to research track? Oh, yep, I do. Sorry. Good call. 1 Solar. That's where I was going to go anyway, right? Yeah. Thank you. Research bump. Yep. Okay, good call, guys. Yeah, I did not bump there. Rewards are mandatory, and that doesn't really affect anyone else, so that's fine. All right. Let's see. How much persuasion do we actually have right now? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 exactly. So we might need to play her in the shadows here so we don't lose out on our Spice and Slow point this round. We could just reveal it as well. Always an option. I want to go Carthag, though. Or we could go Arkeen, draw a card, see if we get lucky. We could actually go for the Emperor Alliance if we want to get real crazy. Green is using invasion ships. Did they discard, though? Okay, yep, they're discarding now. Nope. Stay here. Okay, there we go. So they trash Assassination Mission because of they played Experimentation and they moved to this spot. Okay, good. So they get an extra Solari. So they actually get 3 victory points out of this combat now. Well done. Very nice scenario there. Getting that Assassination Mission off. Yep. And for those wondering, oh, why'd you get a research bump? It's because I went to Research Station. So I drew the cards, but I didn't actually get the last bump. Something you used to with Immortality is they got rid of one of the card draws and in favor of that. Nobody has this yet, so we don't have to play around it, which is kind of nice. Fortunately, we won't be able to reveal this for the point. I guess we could trash it. Yeah, we're reshuffling next round anyway. What is yellow doing here? They increased their Benny Alliance. Oh, they revealed. Okay. So they get 2 negotiators. They get in the shadows a victory or a bump with a Benny. And then they get 1 persuasion from this. And if they have one of the DNA icons, do they? Yes, they do. So they also get a bump on the Benny Layla extract. Very nice. Such a good card. They buy Gunthopter, so they're never going to see that. So not a big deal, probably. Too late now. Okay, whatever. Generally, in these kind of games, once you reveal new information, you're not allowed to go back, but obviously a casual game here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 persuasion exactly. So maybe we push for the Emperor Alliance here. I think that's reasonable. We do have to contest with Paul for it, which is a little bit awkward, but I don't know what else I'm doing if I don't go for this, so we'll just go for it. Now, do we draw a card here is the question. I don't think we do. If we're buying the Spice with Slow. Actually, no, we do draw a card. Right? Because then we wouldn't be drawing into our Spice with Slow. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't get the entry card, but I think it's better to reshuffle here. Right? I don't know. It's close. Maybe we just go for the water. No, let's go for the intrigue card. It can be a point, potentially. It's just too good. So we will go to Carthag. Get the intrigue. Not a terrible one. We will play favored subject. just so we can keep our hand size below the 3 for stealing purposes. We get to discard a card. We'll get rid of our water peddler for a water. And we get a bump somewhere else. The only bump that makes sense at this point would be to go for the Emperor Alliance, so we'll go for that. And I think that is it, right? I wish we could trash this, but unfortunately, cannot. We do have a list of dealings behind. Or a list of dealings, rather. Reveal of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So spice and slow point for them. They're up to 8. Plus 2 for this, 11. It's going to be so hard to beat red here. Reveal of nothing for green. Unfortunate, but it happens. If we can draw back into our Tleilaxu Surgeon. Oh, never mind. We don't have any specimens anyway. We'll have one, I guess. But obviously not too relevant. We're kind of getting... Oh, wait. I forgot to send in my troops. Oh, no. I'm so stupid. Oh, man. That was the whole point of going Carthag, was to send my troops in. It's definitely too late for that now. People have revealed. People have done stuff. That was a mistake, though. Oh, wait. Never mind. Yellow revealed. Right? Yeah, they revealed. Okay, never mind. Forget all that, folks. Obviously, everything's working according to my master plan. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just to double check. We get the victory point here. That puts us up to 8. So we're doing pretty well in that regard. We get the experimentation specimen as well. And we get a dagger for what that's worth. Probably not worth much. And we're not getting an intrigue card combat. Yep, okay, we're not. Because then we'd want to play something, obviously. But should be good. So we will be potentially drawing into this, but I still think it's better to go for the high roll. Combat. Starting with green. Okay. Do we play this? Probably not. We'll just hold on to it. Solari's not doing anything for us anyway. So we get 1 victory point out of this. Always very nice. No third place rewards, surprisingly. I mean, red did a ton this turn. They just had too much stuff to do to get any troops in. A little surprised that yellow didn't, though. I mean, I don't really know why they went so... they just wanted to enable restricted ordnance. So green does buy out the shop. I'll just fix those for him. There we go. So pretty close here. Let's see what we get. Oh, we actually hit it. Okay. Unfortunately, we have no way of actually getting there, though. If only I got Spaceport plus Guild Accord. I messed up badly. I don't know. Not sure what they're talking about. We have a pretty quick glimpse of Bath here for green. And they'll draw a card. We would love to get to, what's it called? Research Station this round, if we could. Because playing that plus experimentation would be excellent. Do we ever get to the High Council seat this round? Probably not. We could go to selective breeding, though. Draw a bunch of cards. Lock up our alliance a little bit more. Do we do that, or do we just go wealth? Get the alliance call today. Puts us up to 10. We still lose to red, but I don't think we ever beat red anyway. We have our room riders here. They'll go to research station, so that's obviously not a play for us anymore. We just got to figure out how we're going to maximize the points we get this round. So an experimentation is a bump, which is the alliance with the Emperor track. And then if we can get the Spicemas flow, that's another bump. This is a double victory point combat as well, which is something we should definitely keep in mind. No one with enough spice to go to Highliners just yet. So we could just commit for the combat victory as well. There's a lot of stuff we could do here. But we do have a subject X137 to interstellar shipping. Looking like a quick up and down. So they are going to buy a tech here. Holtzman engine? Nope. They're going to grab Spaceport. Go for the card draw. They'll use 3 negotiators, so that only costs them nothing. Free, actually. So they get to draw 2 cards. I'll let them reveal the next tech, or if they pass their turn, I'll reveal it after that, just in case. Well, they can't change their mind now. They already drew. Flagship comes off. Oh, buddy. I am so stupid. I once again forgot to do my stupid Ilesa cast ability. Every time I forget. I mean, it's too late now. People have already done their actions. It's like cheating to do it now. Oh, well. I knew there'd be at one point I'd forget to do it. No rewards for me. It's fine. Let's see here. We have the Alexis Surgeon, which actually doesn't do much for us now. Besides getting us potential victory point. I wish there was a better way for us to get the specimen here. We need 2 bumps on the research track, and I don't think there's any other way for us to get that, right? If only we could reveal this first. Not a lot of ways to get specimens in this game, I guess. I think we go for the selective breeding, though. Help lock up our alliance a little bit. Or do we just play you? We're a little bit bummed if someone beats us to wealth here. So I guess we will just go for that first. It's so much reveal, though. We need the alliance. This is a point. If we go to the to wealth. Then we could draw afterwards with diplomacy. I think that's fine. And just pray we get enough for it. We have to take this victory point here. It's just too good. We get 2 more troops for that. And I don't think we're getting this ability off, unfortunately. We're just a specimen short. So, better not to play around it. Better not let someone else block us, too. Very easy block play for someone to make, so we need to go there first every time. Here is a research station, or an experimentation, rather, for red. They'll just grab some spice, clearly posturing the Highliner play. And I don't think anyone's going to do anything to stop them, is the thing. We could go to Hardy Warriors with diplomacy. We good. And then we could go Reconnaissance Carthag. Just try to muscle our way into this one. But I don't think it's going to work out. We could also go Experimentation to Imperial Basin, get the research for the extra bump with the Benny to lock down the alliance. I think we need to go for the Spiceman Slow here, though. And because the bump doesn't really do anything for us besides protecting our alliance. Have we used... I think we've used this track once, right? Surprising, considering our deck. We have 2, 3, 4, 5 Persuasion right now. That's pretty low. I don't know if we actually end up getting to the Spiceman Slow. Especially with a lot of dead draws in our deck. We have a Carthag play here for green. I think we just try to go for this combat win. See if we can get there. Unlikely, sure. But we're already at 10. Yeah, I think we have to. So red does have Highliners here, but we should be able to get more total troops in as long as they don't beat us on the intrigue front. We could go Experimentation first to get 2 troops in. But I think if we're going to go for that, we should probably just go... Yeah, we'll go Hardy Warriors. Yellow has a lot of combat potential. I'd be very surprised if they didn't start going in here. They have freaking Restricted Ordnance. They have 2 actions left. They have a Dreadnought. They've kind of been giving up on the combats in the late game here. We'll see if this changes their mind, though. They're going to play in Coupling, G Manipulation, to Air Keen to draw a card. And they can trash a card. Not sure what they're planning on trashing here. So, interestingly, we are tied with red right now. If they don't get any more victory points, they can probably just put the Spiceman Slow, though. But I actually have a good feeling about us maybe winning this combat. Downside, Arakeen has been taken, so we're running out of city spots to go to. Kind of unfortunate. So they drew the card for playing Coupling. I think they trashed this out of their deck, which is fair. Yeah, why not? And I think that should be it, right? They shouldn't have anything else left to do with their turn, I'd imagine. If we win this combat, I think we win. So I guess we'll just muscle in and try to take this thing down now. We got a bunch of troops. We got our 2 alliances. Hopefully green kind of stays away from our alliances. They have 1 action left. They'd need a double bump to steal it with a Bene Gesserit. Yellow already went to a spot, right? Yeah. I made a something. An oopsie. Can I change where I moved my guy? Yeah, unfortunately, if you already drew cards, you definitely can't change, unfortunately. You got to make those decisions beforehand. Because then you could just draw, be like, I didn't create the cards I was hoping for, and then switch the spot. So, nothing you can do. They do put the troops in, though. Do we think we can beat yellow in this combat? Maybe. What are they at now? They are at 11 combat power. If we go with Hardy Warriors, that's 4 plus 5 troops, and that puts us up to 10 right away. And then we just try to hit up a city spot with our last action, or maybe, yeah, I think we go for it. What else are we doing here? We have 4 persuasion. If we go here to selective breeding, we would have to draw. Yeah, we don't have a draw. Why are you at 11? Not sure what they're asking. Yeah, so I think we just go for the combo win here. I don't think there's anything else we can do to really push this any farther. So we'll go for the Hardy Warriors play. So we get to put in 4 troops off of that. And we'll flip our training drones. Handy dandy training drones. And put in 1 more. Yeah, I think we just have to go for the combat win here. We have another experimentation here for red. So they're just drawing cards with this. Unfortunately, taking one of the combat spots that we were hoping to have available to us as an option. Red also, interestingly, never ended up using their atomics. We're really hoping Siege Tabor is open for us. Otherwise, kind of stalling out here. We could go smuggling with experimentation to get a bump. Not that it does anything for us, really, but 'tis an option. Maybe we... Well, the game definitely ends here, right? Not sure what... Red's looking at the top card of their deck because they are Politrades, of course. So game is ending this round. Paul is desperately trying to buy a victory point here. But the thing is, they're beating me right now with Spice Tiebreakers. This is not online for us, unfortunately. Couldn't make it quite far enough. We have an Imperial Bashar play. Oh, they take Siege. Yeah. Never mind. Oh, that sucks. So we actually can't get any troops in here. Right? No, we can't. Yuck. I guess in retrospect, we should have... Nah. I think Hardy Warriors was still the right play. That was the only way we were getting a decent combat force in here. I messed up, Blue. I could have denied you alliances to carry me on the game. Okay. It happens. Yeah. They're going to go to Highliner here, so they are definitely taking this combat down. So not a big deal that we don't end up getting there. I don't think there's anything much we can do here. Game is over this round. This doesn't do anything for us. I mean, you know what? We could actually go for the intrigue card here. And I think that's fine. So we'll go for the experimentation to smuggling. We get a bump on the shack, which isn't doing anything, obviously. But more importantly, it lets us research. We're going to go here to take the beetle. And then we'll play illicit dealings to move up 1 more. Get another intrigue card. Quid pro quo is useless. Unfortunately. So we went for the Hail Mary draw, but nothing doing. We'll play this for the extra spice, I guess. Maybe a tiebreaker matters. Bindu suspension here for red. So they're going to go for a card draw. I'd have to imagine with all of these cards, they can afford the spice and slow, right? We have 11 Solari. Total waste. Never ended up making it back to the High Council. Green is out of actions here. I mean, here's the thing. We were never beating yellow in this combat, so... I feel not so bad about not being able to get back to a city spot. Reveal of 2 daggers and 4 persuasion, a spice, and a troop. So, not too bad for us. Yellow is obviously hoping to be able to buy a spice and flow and win this combat this round if they want the victory point. I think yellow might be beating themselves up because, wait, how could they have denied me allies? By going here? I would have been able to just go here anyway. Reveal of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 persuasion. So not enough for the spice and flow. They do get some daggers though. I would have been able to defend though. I mean, yeah, it would have been pretty telegraphed. I would have just went for the bump there. I would have protected it. So you don't have to beat yourself up too much. Anyway. Because when I played experimentation, I just would have taken the bump instead of the beetle for the Hail Mary intrigue card. That's all. Maybe I wouldn't notice. Okay. Gosh. So I think they're done, right? Are they... Okay, they're buying something. They can't put it on top of the deck thanks to Spaceport, but this game is over this round, so it doesn't matter. They bought Helicopter Joe for those that weren't paying attention. This guy. Gunthopter. We will reveal here. Do nothing. This is not worth a victory point, so we'll just play it for the tiebreaker spice. And we're not playing this. It does nothing for us. And then strategic push is whatever. Okay. See if red has the... I mean, they must, right? Oh, they're gonna... Okay. Go into the combat, I guess? Oh, they'll just grab more spice. Why not? You're rich. You can afford it. They have tons of water, so... Doesn't hurt. They are giving up a persuasion. I imagine they only do that so they have enough for the spice and slow. They'll trash one of these out, sure. It's still their turn. They can reveal. Reveal of 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They do get the spice and slow point. Beautiful. They go up to 9, but of course they do have spice headlights behind. Oh, and Counselor's Dispensation for 14 spice. Okay. Combat. Green? Do you have a combat intrigue card that you would like to play? Of course, we know. I don't think there's anything they could possibly have. Yellow will play this. Why not? No one was beating them, ever. I'll play strategic push. Sure. So I actually tie green here. Could matter. You never know. Yellow is really aggressive with their yellow line. Okay, so they will play counterattack, so they will get the spice. So they will get the 3 spice. That will beat them. Oh, well, no. Tiebreakers doesn't matter anyway. I hate that yellow's doing this. I don't know. Okay. So yellow wins the combat. They get 2 victory points. They go up to 8. Not enough to win. Red will finish at 11 with spy satellites. Very nice. We will finish at 10. And green will finish at 7. So, very well played game. Hey, Keith, just catching up. Playing Ecaz. This should be a good time. Oh, yeah. It was an interesting game for sure. I only forgot to do the thing once. So, should be proud. I usually forget to do it like a bunch of times every game. But yeah, I think this was an interesting game. We got a couple of combat points here and there. I definitely threw a combat in the middle that I probably should have won. I don't think it made a big difference anyway. I was never beating this. So second place was probably my best finish here regardless with how like of an insane thing Paul had going on. But yeah, it was a good game. Happy New Year, everybody. And yeah, look forward to the Arc Nova video. I should be getting it out soon, hopefully. A lot of editing left.